Now everybody, I'm Dan and welcome to another Reddit video. This time, am I the asshole? Yep, this is the third one that I plan on doing. If there's any other Reddits you want me to check out, let me know in the comments down below. The link to my Discord is down below too, so go give that a join. And let's get straight into the knobhead, shall we? Because I hate myself. Am I the arsehole for kicking out my stepbrother and his friends after what they did at my engagement party? By user 6657 throwaway. I, male 30, have a younger stepbrother, Kevin, 22. I let him move into my old apartment and pay cheaper rent along with his two other friends because they're struggling with college. Needed a cheaper place but couldn't find. I'll help him out by getting his car fixed, lend him money, bring him meals. I take care of my mom who's at the hospital. My fiancée and I decided to have a small celebration at a restaurant. 8 people. There were a lot of people I wanted, including mum, but couldn't. I have a high blood pressure that, despite medication, gets worse. Kevin wanted to bring his friends to my engagement party. I declined and explained that we're having a small celebration. He was upset, but then dropped it. We got to the restaurant, and just as we sat eating, I had a call from Kevin saying he's at the hospital where mum's staying. I asked him why, and he sounded worried, telling me mum was very sick and that I needed to get there because it seemed like she was having a stroke. I dropped my fork. My fiancé and parents noticed how pale I was. I hung up and I was getting ready to leave. They asked what was going on. I told them that mum was very sick and I needed to go to the hospital. Fiancé wanted to come with, but I couldn't take her. I got there, I went to nurses who were handling my mum's care and they denied her having any issues that was a stroke. I couldn't stand on my feet. I called Kevin several times until he picked up. He started laughing along with the others in the background. I was confused. He told me it was a prank and I fell for it. He said we're even since they didn't show up to my engagement party. I started yelling at him until he hung up. My fiance's parents were calling. I felt horrible because I didn't know what to tell them. It was a prank. My fiance's family thought I was lying and kept saying my mum's doing okay. Drove to my apartment where Kevin was staying. Got into an argument with him and his buddies. I yelled at them for ruining my engagement dinner and causing me stress, knowing I have a high blood pressure. I told them to pack their things and move out. Kevin started begging, saying I can't do this over a prank and I had nowhere to go. I told him it wasn't my problem. I kept saying it was a prank and they didn't expect me to react like that. And they left. My aunt called me saying that Kevin was an asshole for what he did, but kicking him out was extreme. That was too harsh on him. Eventually, he asked my brother, and I need to be supportive of him, even though he's acting stupid. I take some of the blame. My fiancé said they did things before, and I shouldn't have stopped them, but I couldn't imagine them going this far. Kevin's mum is deceased. I help him with whatever, because I know he's struggling. His aunt isn't my biological aunt, but I respect her enough to consider her family. But defending this behaviour isn't acceptable. No, and you're right. It's not acceptable at all. Jesus Christ. Who in their right mind also saying someone's mum's having a stroke and say it's a prank, bro? He did quite well not to smack him in the face, in all honesty, because that's something I would probably do. Just say someone's mum's having a stroke just because his friends couldn't come to an anniversary dinner. Jesus Christ, on a bike. Across the back of the head. Get out. You're done, son. Am I the arsehole for telling my aunt I have sex? By throwawayasdnephew. This one sounds interesting. I, 28 male, have autism spectrum disorder. I am semi-verbal and sometimes use British Sign Language. So I support English or a computer device to communicate when I struggle to vocalize, which is not all the time. I have a job and live independently. I know my movements, my voice, and intonation are strange, and I stream when I'm upset or happy. I struggle to read people, I don't make eye contact, and I often don't express myself correctly. I am lucky to be surrounded by understanding people for the most part, especially my girlfriend, who I have been in a relationship now for 10 years, and I am planning on asking her to marry me shortly. I'm very excited because she says she will say yes, and then she'll be my wife and we can be married together. During lockdown, my family and I, girlfriend included, have been keeping in touch via Zoom meetings. I have a younger cousin, 25 male, who is also autistic and cannot live independently. His aunt is his primary caretaker, and last week he was asking about a support group she has been attending for parents of autistic children. She was saying how she is like the mum of the group because she has the most experience. She said that she also talks about me in the group, how I use my hands and computer talk, how my little job helps me out with the numbers because I like maths, and how sweet my girlfriend is for caring for me. My girlfriend corrected her, saying she doesn't care for me in that sense. And I was confused because I work in the finance department of a company. I calculate and organise the numbers, and I do talk sometimes. My aunt rolled her eyes and said she knows I try to be independent, but I do need help, and after talking some more, it turned out that my aunt believed my girlfriend was not my girlfriend, but my living carer. My girlfriend is NT. I don't know what NT means. I do apologise. Now, everyone humoured me because I had a crush on her. She became quite upset upon finding out that this was not the case and believed our relationship is inappropriate because I am practically a child. Wow. Jesus. I shouted that I am not a child, I am a grown man with a degree and a job and a girlfriend who I love and have sex with because I am an adult. She started saying I should shut up and stop being vulgar, but I was upset. I told her my girlfriend and I have an adult relationship where we have sex frequently and often I thoroughly enjoy having sex because I'm a grown man with a sex drive. At this point, I left the call. My girlfriend tells me that my anger was justified because my aunt is infantizing me, but maybe I should have just left out the sexual details. My parents say I should apologise. My grandpa thinks the whole thing is funny. I'm very confused because everyone says such different things. Am I the asshole? No. No, you're not. No, you're right. Yeah, I could have left sex out, but part of a rant, part of an argument. But no, it's definitely your aunt. Your aunt is the asshole there. Because, quite frankly, she's seen the disability as you. That's what she's going on with there. They're not seeing the whole you, just seeing the disability. And that's just wrong. Like seeing me with just the PTSD, not actual me, the rest of me. You know. Fuck you, aunt. Not in that way. Final one for today. Short video. I feel a bit wrong doing these ones. But if you guys want me to carry on doing them, you know where to go. Doobly deeply bop bop boop bop boop. Discord as well. Right then. Am I the asshole for buying my stepdaughter a phone when I bought one for my daughter? Me, 38F, my husband, 40M. The odd. It's sex location day. AOL. MSN Messenger. Been together for 8 years and married for 3. I have a daughter, 17, and he has a daughter who's 15. When we agreed to begin living together and blending our families, we both agreed that we would not interfere with each other's parenting. I would try and be more like the fun aunt-uncle than a parental figure. This works for us since we both get along well with our children's bio parents. Neither one of us wanted them to feel like their mum and dad was being replaced. We also keep separate finances and each contribute to a joint account for household bills and have our own personal accounts for our own child's expenses. Our kids get along well. We are best friends. But we have no major issues that couldn't be resolved through talking it out. Most families. I don't speak from personal experience here, but what I assume. My daughter recently got her first job. Her father and I talked and agreed about getting a new phone as a gift. We'd each pay half the cost of a new phone and surprise with it. I also told my husband what our plans were, and he was fine with it. My ex ordered her a purple iPhone 11, and we surprised her with it yesterday. My stepdaughter threw an absolute fit. When we came home, my daughter showed my husband a new phone. My husband now saying that we should have got my daughter something different because my stepdaughter wanted the same phone and was told she couldn't have it because they could not afford it to get it for her. He said it wasn't fair to make his daughter feel left out, and had he known, he would have asked me to get one for my stepdaughter too. I reminded my husband of our agreement and told him that in no uncertain terms was I taking the phone away from my daughter. My stepdaughter isn't speaking to me or my daughter, and my husband is blaming me for the tension at home. Am I the arsehole for buying my daughter a phone too? Edit, for everyone asking, neither I or my daughter knew that my stepdaughter wanted the same phone after we saw it. Had I known, I would have told my husband about it. Also, my stepdaughter's got things that my daughter is not. An iPad, a MacBook, and vice versa. And this has never happened before. Also, I love my stepdaughter like she's my own child. She is your own child. That's how that works, isn't it? Step families. You become like the third parent. But she also has a mother who loves and cares for her very much and is a very important part of her life. They have my daughter. My husband and I both love our children, and we are not trying to replace their parents, but we do play a large role in their lives. That's why I decided to take on an aunt and uncle role. It's the works for our family. I did talk to my stepdaughter's bio mum about this. Her and I are friends and speak often, just like my husband and my daughter's father. Her mum is shocked as we are, and we'll be speaking to her about it to find out why she is so upset. Or she's probably upset because there's no communication here. This is completely and utterly a lack of communication. I'm not no family therapist or anything like that. You know, maybe in communication between the two, like maybe going, oh, I'm planning on getting child A this. Do you feel child B would be okay with this? Also, the fact we didn't know that the other daughter wanted this exact same phone, got her. Maybe that could have been sorted out. Maybe, you know, maybe she wanted a purple phone because she knew the other sister wanted that one. You know, trying to work it out here. I don't know. I'm not a parent or step parent. I've got a dog and a cat. I was a complete bitch half the time. He's an idiot. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. If you liked the Am I an Asshole Reddit video, let me know. I'll do more of these if you want. I'll swap it out for the next time to a different Reddit. Again, any suggestions, let me know in the doobly-doo. And the Discord, which is in the doobly-doo. Beep-a-dee-bop-a-dee-bop-bop-beep-boop. And I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and go away.